Hey guys, Lindsay here. I'm sitting at home in the comfort of my bedroom trying to stay warm. There's really nothing else to do because it's cold out. I have no car. My kids are upstairs playing with their new things they got for Christmas. And guess what? It's Thursday. And since I had nothing else to do, I figured it was time to make a Thrifty Thursday video. So since we just got through Christmas and New Year's is almost upon us, I figured that was a good topic for this video. Because most of you know that I am in school, so I'm not working. I only work a couple days a week just basically for gas money and to help my mom out. And my husband does work a little bit of overtime, but money has been tight. Bills have gone up because of the weather, and we have fuel costs that have gone up. And so yeah, money's been tight, and trying to get through the holidays has been difficult. However, I have some tricks and tips that I have come up with, so I figured I'd share them with everyone. We are planning for New Year's. We're planning to have a small little get-together with family, maybe a couple friends, and we have to do that on a limited budget. First things first, let's start off with Christmas. I mentioned in the videos for our spending freeze, which we're still technically on it, but we have let up on it just a little bit because of the holidays and things like that. So, and we had the car repairs come up. We basically drained our savings, but our car's getting fixed. I mentioned before that we put some items on layaway. Now, this is something that I would not recommend unless you have an idea like we did. We kind of planned ahead of time. We knew about how much we could take out of each paycheck to pay for layaway, and we went with that number in mind. However, since things came up, it made it a little difficult. But because I'm resourceful and I'm smart, I looked on eBay and found the same items we had on layaway for a lot less. And in total, I saved us over $100 for Christmas. That's my next thing I want to talk to you about is eBay. And not just eBay. You can look on Amazon. I know some people who swear by Amazon, and that's great. My sister, she finds a lot of good things on Amazon. I myself am the eBay queen around here. I found a lot of good things on eBay, and I have people who were like, oh, you know, aren't you a little leery of what you buy on eBay? I said, no, I'm careful. I research the sellers. I research their products. I look at all of their reviews. I'm waiting on an item right now. It is a cosmetic item that I ordered. And a couple of the girls in my class were strongly advising me to not purchase it because they thought it was a bad deal. Well, I'm going to see for myself. Fingers crossed that it's good. That it's not a, kind of a knockoff. Even if it's a knockoff and the quality of the product is good, great. If it's crappy, I guess I'll just throw it out, and that's $13.99 wasted. I'm taking my chances here, people, because I want to save money. And then I'm going to review that and test it out on my Beauty on a Budget segment. But I found some other good items on eBay. I have had pretty good luck with eBay. And with eBay, since I've been with eBay for a while, they have different payment options through PayPal. And we now have been with eBay and PayPal long enough that we have the option to do the pay later, where we buy an item and then it debits from our account within 2 weeks. And it usually gives us the date that it's going to debit from our account. With that, I can look ahead because I do my bills ahead of time. I write everything out and I see, what we have to pay on, and I know what my husband's paycheck's going to be, so I can judge if we're going to have the extra money. I mean, if it's an item that's going to be $20 and I know we're only going to have an extra $20, I won't buy it. I want to make sure we have a little extra. But I'll buy an item and then I'll click that option to pay later, and it works great. That's how I bought some of our Christmas gifts. I wanted to make sure they were here on time, that I had time to check them and test them. to make sure that they would be okay. And the money debited without any problem. The items were in great condition, so I had nothing to worry about. One thing I've done in the past, and I still do it because my family doesn't mind, because they know we're on a tight budget and they know I'm thrifty, is making gifts or remaking gifts, if that makes any sense. Let me explain. I have gone to the thrift store or Goodwill or a consignment shop, and I found items that were either still brand new or close to new, or they just needed some TLC. And those are the items I actually like to get, because then I can make them into something new. I can paint them, I can add them to something else, I can put ribbon on it or whatever, add something to it, or make it part of a gift set. Last year I purchased a bunch of Christmas mugs, and a lot of them were new or newer. Some of them still had the price tag on the bottom from whatever store they came from. I cleaned them all up really nice and put them in a gift bag with some other items. And it was great because a lot of my family likes to drink tea or coffee, so those mugs were really special. And I picked ones out for that specific person I was giving them to, so it was a personal gift, even though it was something that was used. I've even gone as far as buying leftover craft items to make something, or to put with another gift to make something else. This year I had some leftover craft items from making Mother's Day gifts, so I made a wall hanging for my sister-in-law. It wasn't perfect, but I put time and effort into it, put my heart into it, and she appreciated that. And it was really nice, something that fit her family. I added something to it. I purchased some discounted items from my the online wellness company I shop with. So that leads me to my next thing I want to talk about. When you make homemade gifts, you can add to them. You could put some store-bought items with them. But what I do is I like to use any reward points or loyalty dollars that I have saved up. Sometimes I will purchase something for myself, but I found that it's nice to use those to buy gifts, because you're already hard up for money when you live on a limited income. Could because you're already buying gifts for your kids or family or your pets. Using reward points and loyalty dollars and things like that for stores that you already shop with, or memberships that you have that you earn points, you'd be surprised what people would take for gifts if they knew that you had earned these points or loyalty dollars that you could use on yourself. And if they know that you use them on a gift for them, they appreciate that. So I just purchased some small gifts to put with the homemade gifts, just to make it a little extra special. Going back to the homemade gift thing, I utilize my skills to make gifts. So that's something you can do. If you're good with making crafts like I am. Sometimes you don't have to be that good at making crafts. You and your kids can do it. But I will make things that I'm good at making, or I bake, I cook. So I made apple butter. I had been saving up jars, and I made some apple butter this year. I added in some pears and made that for a few family members. And like I said, I added some gifts with those, like some little hand creams or whatever. But just something that was kind of personal to me, and something that I put my heart and soul into, because I love to bake and I love to make people happy. I love to make things that taste good, because that makes people happy. So I did that. And if you don't have baking skills or cooking skills, maybe you have some other services you can offer. Maybe you're handy. You can offer to fix something for someone. Maybe you can build something. Maybe you have scraps. Build something with scraps. Be creative. And people will appreciate that you put the time and effort into it. If you, are like my mother, she's a hairdresser. So she will sometimes give out gift certificates. And that's her giving up her time that she could be using to make money on another client. So that's giving of her time and almost like buying a gift, because she could have been making money. Maybe you could offer a babysitting service for someone. You can watch somebody's children while they go out to dinner or go get groceries, whatever. Just some time away. Maybe you know a couple that is so busy they hardly have time to themselves, and they just don't have a ton of extra money to pay for a babysitter. You know, that'll save them money so they could go out to a nice dinner. Or cleaning. Maybe someone's really super busy and they need cleaning, like especially for like a single parent that just has no time to themselves. And maybe watch the kids at the same time. Get the kids involved too. That's a great gift for a parent, to teach your children how to do chores. Any type of service you can offer to someone that is you giving up your time and energy for them. You just say, hey, I don't have anything else to offer you but my time. Maybe they just need some time with you. Maybe they just want some time to go out and they need help with grocery shopping, or need someone to go with them to a doctor's appointment. Just say, hey, you know, I offer up this time with you. A lot of people will appreciate that. That's giving the gift of yourself. I think that's wonderful. Enough with Christmas. I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. But moving on to New Year's, because this is coming up in a few days, and we love to celebrate New Year's as well as Christmas. And we celebrate with family and friends if we can. We just don't like to spend a lot of money doing it. We don't go out to parties anymore, so we have fun at home. And here's how we celebrate New Year's. We like to utilize what we have already. We go through our cabinets, our pantry, our fridge, and we find what we already have that we can make some meals out of. Some fun things like finger foods. That is a great way to get through New Year's. Don't make a big meal, because with us, we're constantly snacking and eating throughout the night. Find some healthy, fun snacks. It doesn't have to all be healthy, but mostly healthy. You can have some junk food mixed in there too. It's fine, but you want to have something to keep you energized through the night so you can last till midnight and not feel sluggish the next day. We don't drink a lot of alcohol. We might buy some inexpensive wine, or my husband might buy a bottle of his favorite alcohol or something, and we don't drink it all that night. We save it. We like to make fun drinks. Like, one of my favorite things to do is go buy a 2-liter lemon lime soda. Like at our local dollar store, it's like, I don't know, 85 cents, something like that. Bring it home and mix it with some juice, like a red type of juice, just a little bit, to make it look like a little fun little like champagne. And that's fun because the kids can drink it too, and we can all have it, and you don't have to worry about having a hangover the next day. It's nice. If we have to spend money to go out and get something food-wise, we make sure it's only something small, like a little treat. Sometimes we'll just figure out, okay, what do we have that maybe we would just need one more ingredient for, that we can make something fun, and we'll go out and get that. Utilize the crock pot if you want to put some like cocktail weenies in it or something fun. Or even just put some like soup or chili or something in there that you can just take out throughout the night and leave it on low to keep it warm. That's nice too, because it's cold on New Year's around here. It's winter. So having something warm to eat is nice. Make some hot cocoa too. That's always great. That's nice and warm for everyone. Or coffee to keep you awake through the night. That's nice too. Keeping yourself entertained on New Year's without spending a lot of money is very easy to do. We utilize our thrift store, our local thrift store, a lot. I've told you that many times. And they always have a ton of games, and they always get new stuff in. But we found some really fun games. We have a Yahtzee game. We found a pack of little pencils used for like mini golf and keeping score with golf and stuff like that. Those work great. I think I bought those for $0.25. We ended up later on buying a travel Yahtzee game to keep for the camper, so that was nice. We have a Skippo game. We have Uno. We have other playing cards. We have dominoes. If you have internet and you can pull up YouTube, there are tons of videos on YouTube. You can find music videos and things, and lyric videos, as well as karaoke videos. We can pull up YouTube on our TV through our cable subscription. So if you have that and something to use as a microphone, bam, karaoke. Those are just some fun ways that we like to celebrate. So if there's something that I've mentioned that you want to utilize for your Christmas or New Year celebrations, go right ahead. If there's something you like to add, stick it in the comments. We're always looking for new ideas. So if you like this video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Hope y'all have a happy New Year.